Second Chronicles chapter 36 and verse 16. But they mocked the messengers of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi arose against his people till there was no remedy. I want to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Haracha'a Kodash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth in sincerity. They steered us well, and they ruled well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. It's the brother Zion Amawan coming at you with another lesson. To feed the lambs through the Holy Spirit. Haracha'a Kodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and to the point. And in this lesson, we are going to get into you better find out the right counsel of Yahawah Yahawashi. You better find out who is the right counsel of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay? And this is a lamb back video. Alright? From the elder brother out there. I believe in the Dallas camp. Okay? GMS and Rome's Lions Fire. And he did a beautiful lesson. Alright? And it's true. Because if you don't have the right counsel, if you're not learning from the right teachers, you will die. Okay? Because you are going to listen to everything that that person is saying. Alright? And you're going to live your life according to his words. Because you believe that the Lord is dealing with that man. And you got a lot of these Israelites, okay, that think that they prophets. Because you got Israelites that are real prophets, and you got Israelites that think that they prophets. And you got Israelites that are false prophets. And a lot of these jakes, they follow after the masses of these false prophets. You know, there's a trend of following after false prophets now, man. You know, because they have this you can do as thou wilt spirit, man. You know, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi do not change. That's in the scriptures. That is milk. I'm not gonna get it. You should already know that. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi does not change. So if you got a so-called prophet that's telling you things that's contrary to the scriptures, you need to avoid them and not follow after them, because they're going to lead you down a tunnel of destruction. They're going to lead you down that broad way that is going to lead you to destruction, man. And you got the true men of the Lord out here that is actually defending the gospel, defending Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Okay, giving all honor and praise to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, rebuking the 2/3, rebuking Israelites as we go, and they misuse us. You got a lot of women that's in the truth, and they got men as prophets as their husbands, and they are not utilizing their husband like how they're supposed to. You got a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, that's not utilizing the prophets like they're supposed to. You know, you got a lot of Israelites that just want to do their own thing. They want to find little things that's wrong with the prophets, you know, and use that as a justification for them to go do their own thing. And it's very important to learn from a counsel. Okay, so let's get Psalms chapter 73. All right, and let's go to verse 24. It reads, Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel. And that counsel is a camp of men. Okay? So you got a lot of these Israelites out here, they talking about well, I don't like y'all camps. Y'all camps is this and y'all camps is that. I don't want to be in no camp. I don't want to learn from no camp. Y'all camp banging, and why can't we all just get along? I'm just going to do my own thing. Well, good luck. You know, good luck. All right. The 100% truth is not with an individual like, okay? The 100% truth is with a camp of men. And just because you have Yahawah, you know what's in the name Yahawashi, that don't mean that you a true man of the Lord. Because you got some Israelites that call on Yahawashi and they have an off doctrine. It's all about the doctrine. Is your doctrine intact? Do you have a correct doctrine? That is what it's about. It ain't about just calling on Yahawashi. Is the doctrine correct as well with the names? You see what I'm saying? Because you got Lotso, aka KD. You know, he called on Yahawashi, but you know, he said that it's okay to eat pork. You see what I'm saying? The doctrine. And look, he called on the names. He called on Yahawashi. But his doctrine is off as hell, though. That will make him a false prophet. Okay? You got a lot of these Israelites, you know, camps that call on, Jeepers Creepers, and they call themselves, men of the Lord, and they calling on a name, that's not even associated with the Hebrew. You got these camps, they believe that the MOTB is not the C-hip. So that means that they gonna end up taking it if they get hungry, man. They gonna be sitting in there hungry as hell. They gonna be thinking like, well, shit, man, my kids gotta eat something, man. My girl gotta eat something. Let me go ahead and just, get that thing. And they gonna be sitting there eating with a Band-Aid on their hand, looking dumb as hell, man. And then, shortly after, Yahawashi gonna come back and slap the shit out of them. You're gonna have a lot of Israelites that even know, that even knowing that the C-hip is the MOTB. And they still gonna take it after knowing that it is that. So that's why we pray and hope that Yahawashi just don't put the spirit on us to do that, man. That he keep us in that secret place, because the elect ain't taking no C-hip. That's the Most High C-hip. That ain't Esau C-hip. That's the Most High C-hip. And he is gonna C-hip all of the Israelites that Yahawashi don't want. So we pray and hope that we the ones that Yahawashi want. But how can you know that the MOTB is the C-hip? By the proper counsel given to us from Yahawashi, man. Thou shalt guide me. You hear that? With thy counsel. So we get guided through the elder apostles, the elder bishops, elders, and the elder brothers all the way on down. The officers all the way on down. Because you got a lot of these Israelites, they don't want to be guided by the council, because ultimately they don't want to be in order. That's why they say the bullshit that they say with the actions behind those words. All right. Thou shalt guide me with thy counsel, and afterward receive me to glory. Right. Because you're going to be properly leaded to the destiny. All right. which is a glorious destiny, because every word that the elder apostles is, teaching us, it is the blueprint to salvation. To properly read the scriptures, to properly break down the scriptures in its full entirety. And yes, it's going to ruffle up some feathers. And, the word of a king comes power, man. Roughly paraphrasing. So, yeah, the words of a king is going to ruffle up some feathers, man, only if you a proud Negro. Because a lot of these Israelites, they don't want to, they don't want to be properly guided. And to be properly guided comes rebuke. It comes with, correction. And a lot of these camps, they allow women to be in their camps. They allow the woman to have a voice. They allow the women to play these little stupid ass Israelite games. They allow a lot of folly in these damn camps, man. They got lavish ass Passovers looking like a fucking engagement party. Having fun on the Passover. You supposed to be sad on the Passover. But how do you know that? How do you know that you're supposed to be sad on the Passover? You're supposed to have an austere meal. This ain't no fucking lamb dinner, man. This is a solemn assembly. How do we know that? By being properly guided, through thy counsel. So let's move on. Let's go to Luke chapter 1 and verse 70. Luke chapter 1 and verse 70, it reads, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. You see, Yahawashi speak through his men. He is speaking through his men. And a lot of these Israelites is following these false prophets and listening to these false prophets, because ultimately Yahawashi is using these false prophets to mark the 2/3, man. Because you're going to have a lot of Israelites that's going to die with fringes on, man. You're going to have a lot of Israelite women out here that's going to die with their head wrapped. They just not going to make it. Because ultimately they didn't want to follow the proper order, because they want to follow after what's comfortable to them. They got this do as thou wilt spirit without no correction, without no rebuke. And they look at us as the rebukinators, man, because, shit, man, like we gonna tell it like it is. You ain't supposed to do this, you ain't supposed to do that. This whole walk is about obedience, man. And also being obedient to the prophets, because you have to listen to us. No matter if we may look ugly to y'all may not like our delivery with some of us have a subtle approach, some of us are more brazen. At the end of the day, you gotta listen to us, man. At the end of the day. So when you don't listen to us and you become rebellious goes into you being a rebel, and rebels are witches. Witches get burned with fire. You see that? So that means that the Lord gonna slap the shit out of you. Meaning he gonna bring your ass to reality. And you gonna be hurt that you wasn't listening. All right? Because if you not listening to us, you not listening to Yahawashi, and you not, here's the order. If you not listening to us, you not listening to Yahawashi, and you don't even care about the Most High that done sent Yahawashi. Now how about that? Try that on for size. Just off you not listening to the prophets and want to do your own damn thing. See, the Most High have us look like regular men. Because these other camps, they call us the bum camp. You know, they call us the bum camps. And they talk shit about us. They look at us funny. Because, yeah, you know, we all are catching hell. You know, we are going through afflictions. You know, that just adds to the intrigue of the ministry. You know, because you would least expect us being those true men of the Lord, though. You see, that adds to the intrigue. You know, when it all said and done, thou shalt know who are my chosen. You see, that's why we say, Lord willing, we are part of that number. Because, you know what I'm saying, we have to be humble. And we dare not to call ourselves of that number, you know? Like you got niggas calling themselves King David out here, man. That old King David demon. You know? First of all, King David not gonna be eating no damn pork. And King David is Peter as well. And you really think Peter gonna be eating pork? Come on, man. You out of your damn mind. Alright? So all that shit that KD talking about is some bullshit. And you even got Sakari out here, they false prophets. HOI, they false prophets. Chief Demon, Pimp Zabak, all of them. You know? The only true men of the Lord is out here, they got the most solid doctrine is in fact Great Millstone. And these other camps, they can't deny it. So you better find out. You better seek the Lord 10 times more and stop playing with your life. Because it is literally life and death you playing with, man. Alright? We'll close out. Okay. With a couple more. But let's go to Isaiah 30 and 20. The book of Isaiah, chapter 30 and verse 20. It reads, and though the Lord, Yahawashi, give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, that us, you know what I'm saying, man, that's us going into slavery, you know, that's us like Lazarus at the gate, you know, covered with sores. We under the curses, you know. All right, we are, you know what I'm saying, like you have your everyday afflictions you go through in Babylon the Great. You know, the Lord just got a foot in our ass sideways, man, because of us following after idolatrous customs, you know, following and worshiping idolatrous images, you know, wood and stone, you know, just like in the curses. Neither have our fathers have known even wood and stone, man. And the Lord is whooping us behind that, man, because we ultimately turned our back on Yahawashi, man. As God's spoiled children. So the Lord giving us the water of affliction, man. We got to drink that cup. You know? But this is only temporary, though. You know? This is the last captivity. And we believe that through faith. And we believe that through the prophecies, man. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You see? That's how we know. All right? But it say, yet shall not thy teachers be removed a corner anymore. It say, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. And you better find out who they is. You better find out who these true men of the Lord is. Because the Lord's saying that you're going to find these teachers and you're going to see these teachers in the last days. And they're not going to be no individualite sitting in a fucking car making damn videos only in their car, and they not there on the highways and hedges preaching, man. And then you get to breaking down their doctrine, and just because you may like how this prophet may, you know what I'm saying, sound, or their voice, or their, you know, or the choice of vernacular that they use, and you not paying attention to the doctrine, you're gonna find yourself in a damn ditch. You know, the blind leading the blind. You don't want to blindly follow nobody, man. In the last days, you're going to find out who is the true men of the Lord. And you better know who they are. Otherwise, your ass going to die. And guess what? You don't have long either. Because this grace period is still rolling. The Lord not finna wait on you. Seek the Lord while he may be found. You got to seek the Lord 10 times more. So you supposed to be hastening. Put some hurry up on it. Finding out who the man of the Lord is and growing in grace, man. Because all of the things that you done did in that grace period, those gonna be your works. So just know that. Those are gonna be your works, man. And Yahawashi not gonna play with an individual like you when you've been misusing the prophets, you've been talking shit to the prophets, and you know what I'm saying? And look, you don't even know how the Lord feel about that prophet. You could have been talking shit to Jeremiah. You know? You could have been talking to Stephen the whole time. Talking shit. You could have been talking shit to Nehemiah the whole time. You don't know who the spirit is inside that prophet. You don't know how the Lord feel about that prophet. You got a lot of elect members. That's 144 that wasn't even mentioned in the Bible. You had a lot of prophets that was teaching 100% truth that wasn't even mentioned. And they 144. And you was talking shit. You see what I'm saying? There's a hefty price to pay, man. Especially if you offend them. But that's another lesson. Verse 21. And thine ears shall hear the word behind thee, saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. And that's what we doing, man. We telling y'all what to do. We giving y'all the blueprint from the elder apostles all the way on down. This is how you maneuver in Babylon the Great. This is how you apply wisdom. You do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Giving you the proper doctrine to subscribe to, man. Making something very complex. We are literally taking something that's very complex and we're simplifying it to where a child can understand. That is a true man of the Lord. A man first. Because a lot of these so-called prophets, they claim that they men of the Lord, but really they feminine as hell because they taking something that's very simple and they making it complex. That's what women do. And a lot of these Negroes out here feminine as hell, man. You know? Twisting up the words with these old slick nigga fucking chitlin' ways, man. Leading the flock into the wrong direction. And a lot of these Israelites is following that wrong direction. And that's where they gonna lead to a missile, man. A lot of them gonna feel that fire. They gonna get left here and melted. Because they had the opportunity to learn. And they had the opportunity to get this daily bread, but they didn't choose our oil. They didn't want to buy our oil, so they went and bought the other people's oil. So let's see what you come up with. Nope, don't come over here. Nope, stay over there, and let's see what you come up with. Once again, you know, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. Now, let's close out with Proverbs 1 and 20. All right, Proverbs 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth out, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying. And that's what we doing. You know, uttering our words, man. Crying, sighing, and crying for these abominations to stop. We marking the 2/3, and we marking the hopeful elect, man. All right, the hopeful elect get the Yahawah, and these other Israelites that walk past and they scoff and they mock and they talk shit and they misuse us and they run their mouth. They get marked too, but they don't get Yahawah. They get destruction. However the Lord want to do their ass in, that's what they gonna get coming to him, man. You know? Verse 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Right? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's boring. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to sit there and take notes and go into the blue letter and going into the Strongs and going to the etymology and going to the history, and it's boring. Right. And that's why your ass gonna die here. That's why you ain't gonna never know what to do. That's why you gonna have a lot of Jakes out here. They ain't gonna know what to do in Jacob's trouble. Because mind you, wisdom is what's gonna keep your ass alive. And a lot of these Negroes, they ain't gonna know what to do. They ain't gonna know how to apply that wisdom in the right way, in the right manner, in its proper season. Because mind you, you can have all the wisdom in the world, but if you're not using it at the right time, you can still get fucked off. You know? So it's like you gotta know when to use that wisdom too. You gotta know the right time to use that wisdom. And when you got that wisdom, you'll be able to foresee. You know? So if you can't foresee who the true man of the Lord is, and you following after these false prophets, well, really the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. You know? Verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Okay? So mind you got to come and listen to the counsel. You know? Because we are the ones that's going to reprove you. You know? It's like on the job training. That's a good way to say it. This truth is like on the job training, man. You're gonna fuck up and, bump your head as you go. And that proper counsel is there to, sharpen up your game. Show you where you fucked up at. Really, it's Yahawashi that's showing you where you fucked up at, to where you can examine yourself, to where you ain't got to make that same damn mistake over again. And he's talking through his prophets, But, there going to be a point in time where we not going to be no reproof to y'all. That we not going to talk to y'all no more. That the Lord is going to cleave our tongue to the roof of our mouth. And, you know what I'm saying? And we're not going to reprove y'all no more. Because y'all are a rebellious house, man. I will pour out my spirit onto you. I will make known my words unto you. Right. How? Through the prophets. Through his counsel. Which is a camp of men, man. All right? And you better find out who that proper camp is. Because I have called and ye have... because I have called and ye refuse, I have stretched out my hand, no man regarded. And how can the Lord stretch out his hand? Through his counsel. And Jake walked past every Saturday. They scroll past our videos all day, every day. They even got so-called videos going against us, man. Proving why their ideology and proving why being an individualite and doing your own thing is the proper way to go. And they can't even do that right. Because a lot of them niggas be calling themselves trying to break out, they be trying to break out precepts, and they end up cutting themselves with the damn precepts. Through. But ye have set a knot at my counsel, right? Because y'all have ignored the advice of Yahawashi, man. That's y'all problem. Because y'all want to do it y'all own way. Y'all want to be subscribed to y'all own doctrine. So let's see what you come up with. Look, let him be 50 still. If a nigga can't get it, we on to the next one. All right, we ain't got time to be playing with no damn nigga that don't want to listen, man. We ain't got the time for all that. It's too late in the game to be trying to convince and persuade a 2/3 Negro, man. Because if you are a part of the elect, you're going to be persuaded anyway. So Lord willing, this lesson has been edifying and to the point. I want to give infinite honors, glories, and praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Haracha'a Kodash for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. that taught us this truth and sincerity. They steered us well, and they rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect. May the blessing of election be upon your house. We're on the next one. Abaratazah. Shalom.